Hello, welcome back to the Armenian Museum of America. I'm Gary Linsananian, the curator. In an earlier segment I talked about the molds used to create used by the priests to create the Eucharist, the design of the Eucharist for the Armenian liturgy. Today I'm going to talk about some other kinds of carved wooden molds. First, a bread mold. This is used for the the Armenian bread gata. If you've ever been to Gerhard, one of the first things that meets you when you arrive with your car or bus is usually a double Zerna plane. There's always several booths of ladies selling bread, and the bread has these designs on them. They use these kinds of molds in order to stamp the bread. This particular mold was made by the woodcarver Revik in Dilijan. And other kinds of molds that are used are these kinds of wooden molds here. These are used for producing colors on textiles, printed cloth. And so you would put the colors on these and stamp them down to create the various kinds of designs, as you see in something like this. And this is another kind of mold here. This looks very similar as far as to this here, but this had a specific purpose. Back after the Armenian massacres of 1896, a man named Dikran Enedjian, the name means needle maker, had a business with needles. He opened a business of embroidery, in which he would draw the design of the embroidery on cloths, and he would give it to the ladies, and the ladies would embroider and chain stitch tambour work on the cloth. For most of the time he would draw it freehand, the design for it, but sometimes it was going to be something it's going to do a lot of. And in that case he carved these blocks. These are carved by Dikran himself. And these are used when he's using it to stamp the cloth, and then the ladies, so he would take this and stamp it on the cloth, leave a design, then they would use that design to embroider on it, the design of it. This is a very elaborate piece that he made, or his ladies made for him. This was made for the coronation of Edward VII of England. He made two copies. One copy he kept himself. This is the copy that he kept. We acquired it from the daughter. And the other copy was sent to Britain, where they made it into a footstool for King Edward. And that's about it as far as chalk molds, as far as wooden molds right now.